What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is the Turtle Beach Recon controller. It is a wired controller and offers enhanced audio features for Turtle Beach products. Now, this is compatible with Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and Series X as well. So if you want to use that, with that you have that. It says fatigue-free ergonomics and superhuman hearing, designed for Xbox. And you can pick it up at Best Buy. I'll link it down below if you want to pick it up there. And let's open this up, see what comes inside of the box. All right, so the first thing you'll see in the box is this little pamphlet in here. So when you open this up, you're gonna get directions on the Recon controller, as well as the quick start guide, how to use it and all that. A Turtle Beach sticker, and some other stuff too, such as attention and just random Turtle Beach. You get a nice and long USB-C to USB cable here that'll plug directly into the controller into the console. So what's nice about this, now you might only want a wireless controller, but what's nice about the wired is you don't have to worry about battery life ever. And the weight of it is pretty good. It's actually really light due to there not being a battery inside, so you don't have that. So, you know, just holding it in my hand real quick does feel pretty comfortable. It's easy to access that. You have all the buttons up here for the EQ, and I'll get closer a little bit. You got the mode button, and then you also have select. So you have a lot of buttons and stuff up here. The typical Xbox buttons as well. Very nice. Got the grips here. Very, very nice in terms of the weight is really amazing. I'm loving the weight of this controller. So let's try this on the Xbox One console, and I'll tell you what I think about it. All right, so this is the setup for the Recon controller. You have your general joystick buttons, you have your D-pad, you have your select and start buttons here. You also have a dedicated screenshot button that'll allow you to take screenshots. So whenever you want to do that, just tap that button and it will take, obviously, a screenshot. Your Xbox button, your A, B, X, Y buttons, and then up here you have a bunch of new buttons. So you have buttons to control the volume that you hear for like the music and stuff like that. On the opposite side, you have it for your chat. And then you have these different buttons up here as well. So you have a button right here that's going to allow you to turn on and off superhuman hearing. It's gonna basically amplify all the sound, or you can switch back to EQ. You have a mode button that goes in between these different settings. So you have, you know, you can control your voice stuff, and you have your EQ. You have your controller. Let me go back to that controller actually. And you can switch to different settings on here. These are like different setups. As you do these, it'll switch between different settings for audio and controls and all of that. And it makes it actually really, really cool. And I'll show you a screenshot after that of what each different mode will give you for that specific controller setup. And then you also have your aiming assistant. So this will control the right joystick of how like sensitive that is when you're aiming at something. You also have your general buttons at the top. On the back, you have these other buttons. These are customizable. These will allow you to, when you set them up, replace the D-pad and also the A, B, X, Y buttons on there. So, you know, if you think about how you hold a controller, your hands, you always have fingers in the back, so you can kind of replace those buttons. You could be playing like this, and then maybe you needed to hit A, B, X, or Y, or the D-pad. You can still keep your hands here, but tap these on the back with, say, your index fingers or your middle fingers. And when you set that up, it's very simple. You basically get it into the mode that it needs to go into, and you hold the select button for 2 seconds, click the left or right button on the back here, and then choose A, B, X, Y, or something on the D-pad, and then press and hold select again, and you're done. All right, so the Recon controller, 60 bucks, which is basically the same price as a regular Xbox controller. And at that point, I have to say, I personally like this one better. I like the grips on here. It makes it easier to hold. And for some reason, it makes it feel a little bit smaller as well. Now, when you're buying something like this, you're probably a gamer due to the fact that it has so much control and quick toggles and quick buttons for you to set up. And if you want that, that's gonna be great. Or if you think you're gonna want it, you're definitely gonna wanna pick this one up. The quality of this controller also feels really, really good. The weight of it feels very, very light. I like the customizable buttons if you need them on the back. The feel of the buttons too are nice and clicky. They don't feel cheap. The little joysticks feel good. The bumpers, everything feels good. These right trigger, left trigger, they have a little bit of feeling on the top there, and as do the bumper buttons. So almost feels like a cat's tongue right there. So overall, very, very good high quality controller. I love the quick audio settings. It definitely enhances the sound using them with a Turtle Beach headset that I was using. I'll link the one I was using down below. I'm gonna do a separate video on that. It's a really good 1-2 punch. Everything is wired. So if you're not into wired, you probably wouldn't wanna get this, but if you're okay with being wired up, this is a great option. I think you'd be very happy with this Turtle Beach Recon controller. Compatible with Windows, the Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and Series X as well. Link down below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.